In the beginning, as Don recalls it, it was 4 a.m. on a hot August morning in 1934. A young preacher in Shenandoah, Iowa, was awakened by the midwife with the message, "You have a new baby boy." Even though it was during the Great Depression and they were currently going through a severe drought, the new father thanked the Lord and said, "Things are looking up." At the age of 6, Don's mother, a school teacher, took a job in Northern California to help keep food on the table and had to take Don with her. Don says that unfortunately, during that time, his mother taught him all courses for 2 grades in one school year. Wherever Don resided during his youth, he was always singing at his father's church or at school. At the age of 12, he sang as the featured soloist with a full orchestra and chorus in Constitution Hall in Washington, D.C. Music and singing are still active in Don's life today. After college, Don was determined to leave the cold weather of Iowa and move south to warmer weather and better people. He ended up in Birmingham, Alabama, and at one point on his journey, he became a home builder. This career lasted 12 years until the Carter administration's high inflation rates and the financial crisis of the 1970s put him out of business. However, during that time frame, Don had consistently traveled through Crestline Village in Mountain Brook, Alabama, and had seen a closed Chevron service station. It took a year of persuasion with Chevron to get permission to use his own money to convert the gas station into a convenience store. As they say, the rest is history. So in March of 1979, Chevron's first gas station and convenience store in Alabama was born. Crestline Chevron Food Mart, today known as CC Food Marts, began in those early years, and this new idea of convenience stores and major oil companies partnering together helped Don to lead a group of Chevron dealers in an effort to build business and grow this new idea. This included weekly meetings and later radio and TV advertising spots that Don created and sometimes narrated. Don joined the Alabama Association of Convenience Stores, AACS, shortly thereafter. He became more active in the association over the years, serving on the board as treasurer to start with. He then worked up the ladder system of the association to eventually become president of AACS from 1989 through 1990, and then chairman of the board from 1990 to 1991. Even though there were many things accomplished for our industry during that time frame, 2 things stand out that Don was instrumental in getting started. At that time, discussions began with legislators to create the Underground Storage Tank Trust Fund that still today protects UST owners from bankruptcy when a fuel release occurs at an underground storage tank at one of their sites. The UST Trust Fund has been a lifesaver to many in our business and industry. Also during Don's tenure on the board was the birth of a trade show, which is now what we know as the Food and Fuel Expo. Along with Kevin Miller and Dale Huffman, Don helped create a lasting success story that continues through P&Cma even today. It was also during these years that the Alabama Oilmen's Association merged with AACS. This grew both associations' reach and importance. All along the way, Don's wife Ann and son Brent have worked to build a successful family business that has included up to 8 locations, representing oil companies such as Chevron, Exxon, Citgo, BP, and Shell. Even today, there are 3 generations active in this family business. Don has been blessed in his current marriage to Ginger, along with his extensive family, including his son and business partner Brent, daughter Vanjie, 6 grandchildren, and 16 great-grandchildren. Don is humbled and thankful to be honored by P&Cma with recognition into the Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Don Compton.